It's no secret that adolescents need the most sleep, and yet only about 8% of high school students get enough sleep on the average school night. Students go to bed around 11 p.m. on average due to homework, jobs, and biological clocks. This increases health risks, problematic behavior, and decreases academic success. The average school start time is about 8 a.m. and as early as 7:20 in Louisiana. Schools are ignoring the health recommended time of 8:30 a.m. And did you know? Important brain activity and bodily functions occurs while you're sleeping. Your body produces proteins called cytokines while you sleep, which help heal and strengthen your immune system. Without these, you get sick easier and take longer to recover. Recently, Harvard Medical School did a study showing that students who got less than 7 hours of sleep per night were more likely to get a cold when exposed to the virus and increased the risk of mortality by as much as 15%. Students lacking sleep will eventually suffer from medical conditions regardless of how well they eat and exercise. Lack of sleep can cause poor mental health in adolescents, and while most adults can cope with lack of sleep, it negatively impacts mood, ability to focus, and brain function in students. Lack of sleep can also be linked to mental disorders and interferes with areas of the brain. This is part of the reason why mental disorders are generally first recognizable in teenagers. Mentally, it decreases the ability to reduce emotions and increases emotional instability, which adheres to bullying and school fights. A study found that each hour of lost sleep is associated with a 38% increase in feeling sad or hopeless, and a 58% increase in suicide attempts, and an increase in the likeliness to engage in problematic behavior. When stereotyping teenagers, many don't consider their behavior and lack of better judgment can stem from sleep deprivation, yet studies show otherwise. And while some can get through the day with a cup of coffee, what do we do about the lasting health factors? The main reason school starts so early is to allow for after-school fine arts activities and so athletes have enough daylight to practice in. But should the academic day be run by extracurriculars? Solutions to sleep deprivation would be to allow for athletes and those involved in fine arts to use free periods after their academic day for that time. Another solution would also be to have younger kids go to school earlier since they have earlier biological clocks. We are asking schools and parents to push back their mornings by 1 hour to help students get a healthier amount of sleep. So now I ask, will you push for this in your school?